So for my software, I decided to look at quizzes, which you might have looked at before. It's kind of like Kahoot or Quizlet. It's just for making quizzes for your classes, but this one is a little bit more, has a little bit more stuff that comes with it, I guess. So the first thing, here's what it looks like. Just to begin, I already made my account, so you can just click on menu up here, and then all this stuff comes up. So I'll first go to my profile. So this is me. I obviously don't really have anything here yet, but here you would have your quizzes, your collection of quizzes, and then you can save memes and stuff too, which are kind of fun for kids. So let's go back here. So if you're looking for a quiz, say you have a first grade class, and you can just type in first grade and it comes up with a whole bunch. You can also obviously type in more specific things, but so these are all quizzes that have been made already, and you can just scroll over them to see their questions, and you don't even have to really do anything. You can just do play and then do it either live or as homework or a solo game if you just want it for like a practice for one student. And so yeah, it's really easy to find quizzes. There's so many that have been made already, but if you want to do your own, you can create a new quiz. And so here you would just do a name and language, and then here's something cool. It's align quiz to state standards. So you can click that, then keep going, and then here's where you would select the standards that you want. And I'll just do first grade again. And subject would be math. And then you can add that standard, and then what that does is at the end, when all of your students have taken the quiz, it will give you a performance report based on the standards. So it will show you what standards students have mastered, which ones they still have to work on, and so that can be really helpful for just knowing where you're at standards wise. But you can also get performance reports just based on how the kids do on the quizzes, not necessarily based on standards, and I'll show you in a minute where to find those. So yeah, here's how you make a quiz. So you can either search from existing questions. Yeah, so there's obviously a ton of different questions for each category. So let's just say you wanted to do that. So that's my first question. You can change the time. Then here, if you want to create a totally new question, you just type all your options. And then here you can tag specific standards if you know that like this question pertains to this specific standard. And that will help you get your reports back as standards based. So then once you're done, you just press finish quiz from first grade math, whatever, and then that helps other people to find your quiz too if they want to use it. If you make it public, you can also make it private if you don't want other people to be able to use it, which is fine too. So over here is where you would have your reports. I obviously don't have any yet, but it makes a whole Excel spreadsheet on how the students did as a whole. It tells you individual students what specific questions they got wrong, and so that's a really good way for doing formative assessments, because that can show you exactly where each student is at. And there's a bunch of different things that you can customize, such as you can make a time limit, so kids can get more points based on how fast they answer the questions. You can do random order of the questions. So if you're having kids take the quiz as more of an actual assessment during class. And when they're all near each other, you can randomize the order so that they can't copy off of each other. You can have a meme go after every question, which is kind of fun, just like a morale booster. So there's a lot of different things you can do with that. Then adding quizzes to your own profile, so you can either just like it, and then when you go to my quizzes, your liked quizzes will just show up right here, or you can do, you can add it to a collection that you made. So I already have a math one, so I would add it to that. And then you would go to my quizzes, and let's see, there we go. So they should be in there. I don't know where they're at, but you can see that the collection shows up. But yeah, that's basically how it works. There's just a ton of different options. It's really good use of formative assessments, and it's really fun for kids to just have a different avenue to be progress monitored, basically.